Former Senator Al Franken, we're talking in the morning as well, is returning to his roots in late-night television. Franken started as an original writer for Saturday Night Live, where he worked for 15 seasons. Starting tonight, he will be working once again in late night, guest hosting The Daily Show after Trevor Noah stepped down. The Daily Show airs on Comedy Central, which, of course, is a division of Paramount. Al Franken, good morning.
Good morning.
Boy, what?
We should say we were laughing because you're already starting with a joke. We were talking about children. And the senator said that he has 4 grandchildren. I said, what's your grandpa name? And you said, call me what they call you. And what is that?
Senator.
I don't Senator it is.
I don't think he's joking.
I do.
They call me Grandpa.
The former president, President Trump, is calling for nationwide protests in response to his potential indictment. Will you be attending the protest? Are you going to be able to work that into your job here as the Daily Show host?
Well, I'm a proud boy, and he told us to stand back and stand by.
Yes.
So yeah, we don't know if he's going to be indicted, do we? But
neither does he.
He did what he did, and I think it was to get protests if it happens.
Does the abundance of news this week make your job harder in this late night return or easier?
Easier.
Yeah,
got great material.
I'll bet.
Yeah. No, it's. But it'll be interesting if he just doesn't get indicted. So that'll. But it'll be. It'll be more news if he's indicted, of course.
Well, I predict, Senator, you're going to kill it. Because you're smart enough, you're good enough, and doggone it, people like you.
Thanks for remembering.
Just something that I came up off the top of my head. I'm wondering how you're feeling about this, because number one, it seems like it's the perfect platform and right up your alley to sit in this seat and do what you're going to do. Are you nervous? Are you excited? How are you preparing and getting ready?
Well, because it's the perfect thing for me, I'm really nervous.
Are you?
Well, yeah, of course. I haven't really done this in this format in a while, and I've seen they've had I think 8 or 9 other hosts since Trevor stepped back, and they've been terrific, and each tries to make it his own or her own. And
okay, so how are you going to try to make it your own? Like, who's your guest?
For example, tonight I have Lindsey Graham.
Oh, perfect timing.
That's a great guest.
People. When I'd go around the country and people would ask me, we're friends, and people would ask me when I did my tour, like, who's the funniest senator? I'd say Lindsey, and my crowd would get really mad.
Is he funny?
He's really funny.
Is he?
The first time, when he was running for president in 2000, what year was that? In 16.
In 16,
and he was doing very badly against Trump. I was in the bathroom, Senate bathroom with him, and I said, Lindsey, if I were a Republican, I'd vote for you. And he said, without hesitation, he said, that's my problem. And we're friends. We disagree on almost everything, but we'll talk about a few things we agree. One thing we agree on, and then, of course, we'll be talking about his friend, the former president.
So let's talk about some current events. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, he's a strong contender for a 2024 run. He's recently led an attack on the word woke, and whatever that means, it's come to mean something very different by Republicans. What would you, give me something to work with here?
Well, what he's done is ridiculous in Florida. He has this law that if a teacher makes a kid feel uncomfortable about anything, I guess, including their race, that the parent can sue them. So, I mean, how do you teach history, American history in Florida? It's like for our first 200 years, there were people who had to work for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, not like your father's, like the free internship you did for your father. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I've seen proposals where people say, when you're talking about Rosa Parks, you don't mention her race, you just mention that she was asked to step to the back of the bus, but she chose not to do that, and she should be applauded for that. You take out the mention...
That she was told to sit in the back of the bus.
Right.
Because that'll make them feel uncomfortable.
Yes. Context matters, doesn't it?
It's a very tricky business down in Florida right now. Speaking of a tricky business, so politics. You're hanging out with a senator tonight, Lindsey Graham, and you used to be a senator, and everyone knows the story. You stepped down after these allegations of sexual misconduct, which you've denied. What might you do to start hanging out with the 99 other senators other than Lindsey Graham? Will you run again? Are you interested in running again?
I get asked that all the time. I have no plans to do that now.
No? Do you miss
People
it?
have asked me to
Yeah.
run for president, but I said if the problem with that is if I won, I'd have to be president, and I don't think I want.
But do you miss the day-to-day, Senator? Do you
I
miss
do.
it?
I
You
do. I miss the
Yeah.
day-to-day. Also miss being able to do good things for people. That's mainly what I miss.
I'm really bummed. You looked like you really meant it. You're not interested in the future in politics, and I had a feeling you were going to say yes. It was on the sheet. I thought it was there for a reason, but we got to
I
go
didn't
now.
put it on the sheet.
Al Franken,
A lot of people would like
he
to
didn't put
see
it
you
on
run
the
again.
sheet, but
I
he'll be
didn't.
on the Daily Show guest hosting tonight. It is on Comedy Central. This is CBS Mornings.
A lot of people would like to see you.